Hi, I'm Robin from Turning for Profit, and today I'm going to address a question that I get asked a lot. And the question is, what product should I turn that will sell well at a farmer's market or at a craft fair? Well, I'm not sure I can really answer that one because I've attended a large number of craft fairs and farmers markets, and every day and every fair is different. So if we just change the question slightly to what should I turn for a market, we might be able to come up with a better answer that's going to help you out. So the first thing you want to look at is, what do you like to turn? Because if I tell you that something's going to sell well at a market, like a pen, and you don't like turning pens, well, that's just not going to work. You have to enjoy what you're turning, and that's the first question you need to answer. What is it you like to turn? Do you like to turn bowls, spindles, or lidded boxes? Those are three basic styles. Which of those do you really like to spend your time turning on? Secondly, maybe it's the size of the product. Do you like turning pens that are small, rolling pins that are kind of in the middle, or maybe wooden mallets for carvers that might be a little larger than a rolling pin? What kind of product do you like to turn? Because if you don't enjoy doing it, then it's no fun doing it. And we want this to be fun. So the second question is, how does this project fit in with what else you have in your inventory? If you've got a whole lot of kitchen items and now you're going to jump over and do something for the garden, that might not work so well on your table if you've only got one garden item for sale and a whole bunch of kitchen items. So you want to think whether this is going to fit in with the products that you're selling. You might want to do honey dippers with a mason jar lid. Those two would be complementary. You might be able to sell them together as a combination. And again, I mentioned the categories. If you're turning in the kitchen area, you can turn rolling pins, you can turn spurtles, you can turn a kraut pounder, you can turn mason jar lids, you can turn honey dippers. Not that you have to turn all of them, but you want products that are going to complement and work together. The third thing you can look for is feedback from your customers. What is it that your customers like? They come back to your booth and tell you that they really like using, or so-and-so was so happy to receive this particular turned item from you that you had turned, and they now have it and they enjoy using it. That's one form of feedback. Another thing you could do at your booth or table is to have a form that says, I would like you to turn something in the future. And the customers can tell you what they would like to see. You don't even need to do custom orders. This can just be ideas for new products in the future. And basically, those would be the three things that you would look at. What is it you like to turn? How does it fit with the products that you already have? And how are your customers reacting to it? Now, the one overall focus that I would add to this is to be specialized. That is, focus in on one group or category of projects rather than trying to do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I took a look at people who had sold a lot on Etsy, and the ones that had narrowed down their market to 2 or 3, maybe 4 products had many more sales than the ones that had products that were all over the map. So as a final thing to consider, what area would you like to turn in? You enjoy turning it, and you can niche down to provide turnings that your customers are going to like. Thank you, and thank you for joining Turning for Profit.